Archaea is a domain of organisms. Archaea were initially classified as bacteria, receiving the name Archaebacteria, in the Archaebacteria kingdom, but this term has fallen out of use. Archaeal cells have unique properties separating them from bacteria and eukaryota. Fun fact, did you know that so far, no archaea that are human pathogens have yet been discovered? Archaea do live in our bodies and those of animals, for instance, in the gut, but all of them seem to be harmless or beneficial. No one yet knows exactly why no disease-causing species have evolved. Alongside the archaea that enjoy the comfy environment of the human gut, there are many extremophile species that live in much more inhospitable places. These include volcanic hot springs, undersea hot vents, and very salty places like the Dead Sea. Archaea were discovered in volcanic hot springs. Pictured here is Grand Prismatic Spring of Yellowstone National Park.
For most of the last century, all simple cells without a nucleus, called prokaryotes, were lumped together in one big group. Scientists tried to sort them by their shape, what they ate, or what their cell walls looked like. But in 1965, two scientists Zuckerkandl and Pauling had a better idea. Let's look at their DNA and see who's really related to who. And just like that, the rules of the game changed. Then in 1977, Carl Woese and George Fox made a huge discovery. While studying a piece of genetic material called ribosomal RNA, they realized some of these microbes were totally different from bacteria. These new life forms got the name Archaea, which means ancient things in Greek. At first, scientists thought Archaea only lived in extreme places, boiling hot springs, super salty lakes, or deep ocean vents. Basically, anywhere wild and extreme. But as technology improved, especially with a method called PCR that helps us find DNA and even the tiniest samples, they discovered Archaea are everywhere, in soil, oceans, and even inside our bodies.
At first glance, Archaea and bacteria seem like twins, tiny, single-celled creatures without a nucleus, both lumped into the prokaryote category. But look closer, and you'll see, these two are worlds apart. Sure, they're both small and simple in structure, but Archaea are not just weird bacteria, they're their own unique domain of life, with some fascinating differences under the microscope. First, let's talk cell walls. Most bacteria have a sturdy wall made of peptidoglycan, like a microscopic suit of armor. Archaea? Nope. They build their walls from different materials entirely, often using pseudopeptidoglycan or even proteins. It's like showing up to a medieval battle wearing a spacesuit. Then there's their genetics and biochemistry. The enzymes and proteins inside Archaea actually resemble those of eukaryotes, like humans, plants, and fungi, more than bacteria. Their ribosomal RNA, the stuff scientists use to study their origins, is what helped Carl Woese and George Fox realize, hey, these aren't bacteria at all. And here's the kicker, Archaea thrive where bacteria would perish, in boiling acid, freezing salt, and even radioactive waste. While bacteria are everywhere, Archaea are the extreme survivalists, the tough cookies of the microbial world. But we now know they also live in regular places too, like soil, oceans, and your very own gut. So next time you hear prokaryote, remember, bacteria and Archaea may share a zip code in size, but under the hood, they're driving very different biological engines.
Microbes are always active somewhere, breaking things down, building things up, multiplying, adapting. While an individual microbe might go dormant or slow down, the microbial world as a whole is constantly at work, 24/7, all over the planet, and even inside you. So subscribe, and stay curious. The microscopic world has more stories to whisper.